Yeah, I do think one of them is, like you said, lack of representation in leadership, because that affects a lot of things. It affects your ability to climb higher. It affects, other people's ability to vouch for you. And it also makes you feel a lot more insecure about your position. And that's something I've personally experienced through like all of the internships and work experience I've done. One recent one I did was at a law firm. And I remember the first day just feeling so on edge because it kind of felt like I had to work really, really hard to impress them. Otherwise, I was not going to actually stay there. And that ended up being my downfall because the feedback I got was that I was too easily pressured. And what they meant by that was, although they knew I could do really, really good work, they felt I cared too much. And I didn't even know it was possible to care too much about work. But what I'll say is that this place saw itself as a very confident firm. And so if you're going to have that sort of brand, you obviously need to hire a particular kind of person. And I think if you are not able to fit what they're looking for, then unfortunately they aren't going to take you on. But I do think that a lot of things that they are looking for are based on characteristics that are often not associated with people from certain backgrounds. And I think when you're talking about DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, you need to take into account things like this. So, for example, people from, Black backgrounds, from ethnic minority backgrounds, they're less likely to have the polish that you need to do well in the corporate environment. And obviously that's not their fault, but it's something that they often don't realize until they get there.